Alright guys, so today we are just going to hop right into it. So I've been getting a lot of DMs and I wanted to answer you all just at one time. So I decided to go ahead and make a YouTube video about it regarding feminine hygiene. So if you are dealing with any type of intimate odor, or if you're dealing with irritation, especially around the time of your period, or you're dealing with itchiness or BV, which is bacterial vaginosis, that's what gives you that kind of fishy smell, or yeast infections, especially recurrent yeast infections, then I would seriously consider looking into boric acid. And I have a video on this already, a couple of videos on this already, but you guys had a lot of questions regarding that, so I want to answer them right here, right now. It's coming up next. Okay, so I decided to do this in kind of like a Q&A type of format because I have some of your questions here. But so one of the questions here is boric acid safe to use in the V, which I basically already answered. I'm worried about inserting something that is unfamiliar, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, so to answer that question, yes, it's safe. Like even if you go to your gynecologist right now, they are offering boric acid, like prescription boric acid. So yes, it's safe. And so basically what you would do is you would take a boric acid suppository, something like this, and let me show you guys what it looks like. And it looks like this. And some people are really uncomfortable with inserting things, which I totally understand that, but it's perfectly safe. It comes with, let me see if I can find it, like a little stick. Like you can just insert it like with your fingers, but I'm not that talented. I'll always use a stick. I'll be right back. Let me see if I can find it. Ooh, I found it. Okay, so basically this is how it goes. So you take it and you put it on this stick here like that, and then there's a little piece here, and then you just push it up, like that. Now let me get that before my dogs eat it and die. All right, so next question. I've been in the house too long. The pandemic is turning me into a fool. But anyway, next question. So the question is, and I remember this question, is boric acid vegan? And I thought that was a really good question because I didn't know, and so I looked into it, and it turns out most of them are not vegan because they use a gelatin capsule. But the ones that I like to use, which is Boric Life, which you guys already know from previous videos, actually use a vegetable capsule. So yes and no. If you use Boric, it depends on which one you're using. If you use Boric Life, then yes, it is vegan. Let's take a look at another question. So another one that I get often is, how long should I be using boric acid? Now guys, just keep in mind, for the purpose of this video, I am only familiar with this type of boric acid, which is Boric Life boric acid. So I'm going to answer the questions in regards to Boric Life. That I've never, as long as I've been using Boric Life, I have never had an issue with it. I have never not been able to successfully eradicate a feminine hygiene related issue with this particular brand of boric acid. So I just wanted to throw that out there. So how long should you use boric acid? So you can see results as little as 1 day. Like really, I mean, that is like amazing. So when I first started using it, when I first used it, I saw results in 1 day, and I thought I was in the clear, but it came back. And then so I ended up using it for 7 consecutive days, but you notice it right away when you first start using it. But I think you can use it up to 14 consecutive days. Hold on, let me see my answer because I wrote an answer. And I want to make sure I'm giving you guys all the right information. So you can use it, yes, you can use it to ensure that the infection doesn't return. You want to make sure that you are using it for at least 7 days and up to 14 days, so totaling 14 days of treatment. Okay, so that is that question answered. The next one that I have here is, can you use boric acid suppositories while pregnant or breastfeeding? I get this question a lot, and guys, no, do not use this while you are breastfeeding. Do not use this if you are pregnant. All right, so the next questions, guys, were pretty much kind of like all related. So I'm going to answer them kind of like, so basically they were like, will they interfere with my multivitamins, and can you take them with medicine, and that type of stuff. So no, it will not interfere with your multivitamins. It's unexpected to, but I'm not a doctor, so this is just the research that I've done and what I know about this particular company. But you can always check with your doctor just to make sure there aren't any interactions, but I really highly doubt it. But another question, which is a great question, and I wanted to know this as well when I first started using it, is can you use the boric acid, during, interactions with someone of the opposing sex or same sex, whatever? And the answer to that is no. Sorry, it's not going to work like that. In fact, you can make things worse. So you want to steer clear of that. You want to actually wait an entire 24 hours before, interacting in that. You get it. 24 hours, 24 hours. Okay, so I only got this question just a couple of times, but I still wanted to mention it here just in case someone else out there is experiencing and they're just like nervous about it. But it was, they've noticed that while using the boric acid suppositories that there's some thick, clumpy type of discharge. That is perfectly normal. That's either the yeast coming out or the excess discharge, the excess boric acid suppository. So inside the capsule is that creamy kind of stuff. It's just it coming out, so it's perfectly fine. Don't freak out. It's normal and it's fine. So anyone out there who has experienced that or had questions regarding that, I hope you watch this video and I hope that's answered for you. Another question that I have here is I don't know why I wrote that one down, but because it was basically just asking, will it treat a yeast infection? And yes, we already talked about that. And can it treat BV? Yes. What if you miss a dose? Now that is fine. If you miss a dose, you don't have to do anything extra. You just want to just pick back up where you left off. You don't want to go in and try to insert two. Like, I think, do you do that with birth control? It's not that kind of a party. So you just want to avoid that altogether. And I don't know about birth control, and you guys are probably like, how's she asking if that? Because I do not take birth control because I don't believe in birth control. But that is another whole other video. So we'll stay on this one. And I really need to get out. The pandemic is making me crazy. All right, but no, you don't have to compensate for missing a dose. Just pick back up where you left off. That's basically what that is. And let's see. Are there any types of side effects? Fuzzy blah. Was that a real question? Okay, so here's a great question. Someone asked if this will interfere with your IUD, because I have so many friends that have the IUD, and the answer is no. So that's great news. Another question is it safe to use this on a regular basis? Like, if I guess for preventative measures and things like that, and the answer to that is yes. A lot of people use it after their period, and you can also use this while you're on your period, but and some people use it after, just to make sure that there wasn't any bad bacteria. If there was, you go ahead and eradicate that issue right away. Make sure that your pH levels are back on track, because if you don't know, that God, YouTube is so touchy. You have to really figure out a way to maneuver. But the fluids from the opposite sex is alkaline, and like I said, the V is acidic, so it can throw off your pH balance. So you can actually use one right after that, just to make sure that you don't get like a yeast infection or BV, blah blah blah. So that's good. So let's see, is there any other questions? I think that's really it. Let me just tell you guys what I have here, and just explain to you once more about boric acid and how it works. Now, I really like Boric Life brand. I wouldn't have known anything about this until boric acid until Boric Life reached out to me to try this, because you know my channel has always been all about feminine hygiene, feminine health. With boric acid, the way that it works and the reason that it works to help with yeast infections, BV, itchiness, odor, irritation, all of that is because, or yeah, all of that I just said, is because, again, it is acidic, and so is the V, and it basically just helps to keep it in its natural state that it's supposed to be in if it gets out of balance. How do you know if it's out of balance? There you could actually, there's strips. I have some here. So if you get a whole package here, and I'm going to leave a coupon code for you guys in the description box for this, but that'll give you 20% off. But these are pH strips, so you can actually test your pH with this pH strips to know if you are off balance. So basically, so if you're off balance, this again will help you to get your pH back to where it's supposed to be. It also fights against bacteria. So give this a try. Again, I will leave a link in the description box that will contain a 20% off code for Boric Life. You guys can thank Boric Life for that because they sponsored this video. So thank you, Boric Life. Make sure you guys give it a try. And if you have any questions, if I left anything out, just ask me in my DM. My Instagram name is at @a_beauty_beast. I just got winded. What is that about? That's been happening to me lately. Am I okay? But so it's at @a_beauty_beast, and I may have another video like this answering all of your questions, just to make sure I don't leave anyone out and making sure I can answer you all together. I feel like when I go to edit this video, I'm going to hear a lot of this, and that's going to be annoying. I love you guys. I missed you guys. Bye.